Hello, Bismarck. Hello, world. If you couldn't tell, it's very cold over here right now. I am at an ExxonMobil station filling up before heading down to Standing Rock. Did I mention it's cold? So, as some of you know, I'm actually moving to Hawaii and realized I had some cold weather apparel that I knew just who might actually need. So I decided to hand deliver it. Yeah, it's been really fun preparing for this trip. I kind of want to think of it as this little like Burning Man. You're going camping, you need a bunch of gear, except it's really cold. There is a man, he's big oil, and there won't be any burning, just peaceful protest. The really awesome thing is, yes, trying to stay warm. The really awesome thing is, in the last couple of hours, it looks like Obama might have actually put an end to all this. Either way, almost too good to be true. There's going to be some people that need some more clothes. It is already about 17 degrees Fahrenheit, and in about 2 days it's supposed to drop to 5 below, 7 below. Anyways, very, very cold. How do you prepare for a trip like this? It's not exactly like Burning Man. Basically, I've been reading a lot online. You need propane, you need some Mr. Heaters. I, of course, brought my drone. The minute I heard that the FAA had ruled you could no longer fly your drone, I decided I knew exactly where I needed to fly my drone. Some sleeping bags, some extra gas. Yes, it's going to take gas to get there. A sled. I think we're going to be using that a little bit more. I'm looking forward to actually playing in the snow. And basically just a bunch of other gear. Hand warmers. Even since I've been updating my drone to the latest software, I've had to put on 3 new layers of clothes. Temperature's dropping very, very quickly. I'm going to keep this short because I actually want to get to Standing Rock. The most interesting thing has been talking to the people here in Bismarck. I had heard that some people had been denied basically service at a Holiday Inn, and I couldn't quite figure out exactly what that would look like. These are water protectors. It's so fascinating here on the ground. I didn't actually realize how entrenched oil is. In talking to people from my cab driver to the people that I stayed with at a hotel, I was allowed to stay one night. I was told that they were full for the second night. Bismarck, and maybe all of North Dakota, is definitely based on oil. It's clear that people either work for the state or work for the oil companies, and to them, they don't understand what this whole thing is about. And it's actually been really interesting just to hear their point of view. You hear things like, well, we have 2 pipelines, why not a third? The oil companies are doing everything right. It's actually been really, really interesting. The other kind of point that I brought up is like, hey, I heard that the pipeline was actually moved in other white areas, but it's actually not being moved for the Native Americans, the indigenous people, and this was really, really telling. The answer I got was, well, we're more likely to develop those areas. Yeah, we looked into it. Nobody's doing anything with the land on the tribe. It's just better if we put it there. So it's actually been really, really interesting to talk to the people on the ground. I wasn't quite expecting this much resistance, but I guess it doesn't come as much surprise. If you're wondering why I have a U-Haul out, that little aside, every single car rental is taken. I will admit it was a little kind of crazy trying to pack up, Saturday morning at 4 a.m. I was wondering what exactly I was doing. It wasn't until I got on the plane from Denmark to Bismarck that I was actually surrounded by, a Swiss journalist, a historian, just a lot of people actually coming out for this. And it was actually really heartwarming to see. One of the reasons was the governor had basically said that December 5th was when they were going to forcefully evict people. And so a lot of people have rallied, and apparently a lot of people are heading down there. So I'm actually really excited. This is going to be a joyous, apparently, occasion. Thank you again, Obama. We're gonna all miss you. I'm gonna miss you. Holy crap. But yeah, going back to the people here, really, really interesting. Everybody's been polite, but everybody's kind of indicated they don't understand why so many people care so much about this. It was the people, the kids at Marvin's who I think were the most direct. They were like, hey, we don't understand what this is all about or why you're here. And I said, I kind of, at this point, had caught on. I said, oh, I'm just an independent journalist. I'm actually just disheartened by how little the media is actually covering this, which is totally true. And I got off pretty easy for that. So because of that, I decided I was gonna start Facebook Living this. I actually have been a little surprised that there hasn't been more reports from the ground at Standing Rock. And yeah, I hope to basically be broadcasting again tomorrow, next day. Maybe I'll take you on a ride with my sled. So time to yeah, get some more hand warmers and actually start the drive down. So I hope you guys are all staying warm. And again, it looks like we're going to be celebrating some really great news. Take care.